Death, taxes, and the Baylor softball team competing for a state title. For 7 straight seasons, they have called themselves Queens of the Diamond, but could they really do it for an 8th straight time? Sports reporter Samantha Caseno answers that question for us.
For well over half a decade, Baylor softball has been the cream of the crop. On Thursday, the Red Raiders clinched their 8th consecutive state championship. It's a feeling everyone around the program says never gets old, and the continued success within the team fuels a fire that burns season after season. No surprise that Big Red fans showed out in Murfreesboro. It was Chattanooga Christian that got out to a 1-0 lead in the first, but Baylor immediately erases the deficit. A Katie Raper 2 RBI single puts the Red Raiders in front. Baylor up 6-1 in the 4th inning. Autumn Hughes launches a ball to left, deep and gone. The senior puts a charge in the Chargers and makes it a 6-2 ball game. Bottom half of the inning, it's Riley Olesic's turn to go yard. Her solo shot to pretty much the exact same spot puts Big Red back on top by 5. But number 8 wasn't going to come that easy. CCS cuts the lead to 2 in the 5th. Kaylee Snyder takes over in the circle and gets back-to-back strikeouts to keep the Red Raiders in front. And Baylor gets some much-needed insurance in the bottom of the 6th. Raper hits a hard ground ball that allows 1 run to score. A few batters later, Snyder does it herself. Her RBI single makes it 9-5 Baylor. They need just 3 more outs to seal the deal. Strikeout, fly out, strikeout. The job is done. Red Raiders win 9-5 to capture the D2 AA crown, their 8th in as many years.
We're just a team and we just work together, so it just feels great every year to play with all of my best friends.
And every team's different, so it's always like a new time when we win every single time.
It's awesome for sure. I mean, everybody together all the time is great, so love it.
It's really special, and every year's different. It's a different group, it's a different team. Sometimes it's some of these ladies' first championship, and there's adversity, there's good times and bad times throughout the season. So to see them come together at the right time and win a title for this season is great.
Head coach Kelly Smith has been a part of every single championship. She now has 16 rings, enough to fill more than 3 hands, the epitome of a true champion. For now, the Sportsplex in Murfreesboro, Samantha Casano, Local 3 Sports.
Spring Fling sports coverage on Local 3 is brought to you by Warren & Griffin, your local 5-star law firm.
1 state champion crowned in Baylor, and the Red Raiders don't lose often, but one of the teams they did lose to this season was also vying for some gold. The Silverdale Lady Seahawks, a spectacular season in their own right, taking on 3-time defending state champion Columbia Academy. Well, you know the saying, to be the woman, you've got to beat the woman. No score early in the game. Ella Cunningham says that's child's play. She finds green. 2 runs cross home plate. Cunningham gets all the way to third. The Lady Hawks are up 2-0. 2-0 still in the 6th inning. Things that can happen. Going to be this right here. An error by the second baseman. A run's going to score, and the Lady Bulldogs snag a little bit of that momentum when it counts. But Cunningham, the junior, so poised, laser focused in on the grand prize, going to strike out the final out to get out of the jam. And by the time it got to the 7th, confidence was at an all-time high. The celebration, well, it was just getting underway for the 2nd time ever and first since 2018. The Silverdale Lady Seahawks are state champions as they slay the beast 2-1 and claim the Division II Single A crown.
Last year in the Elite 8, we lost to them in our 2-for-3 series. We came back and won it this year in 2 games. And just being back, the revenge is beating them twice.
We just tried to stay within ourselves and play our ball game and not let the moments get too big and just play like we knew how to play. And we played as a team, and we got the big hit when we needed it, and we had an outstanding pitching performance and played great defense. And I couldn't be more proud.
What a season for these Lady Seahawks. And you know what's really scary? They only had 1 senior on the team. Shout out Addie Keefe, and a congrats to the Silverdale softball team. Also in softball action, the East Hamilton Lady Canes, who fought valiantly all week long, fall short to Gibbs tonight. What a season for East Ham, who was back in the spring fling for the first time in a decade. On the pitch, a rough night for Boyd Buchanan, who falls in the Division II Single A title match for a second straight season. The Bucks outshot the Lynx, but they scored when it counted to win the championship.